okay.
I thought my group insurance plan was a good one, and then I found out they don't pay until the whole group gets sick. There are many misconceptions about health insurance. Let's talk about one aspect of health insurance, the benefit plan administrator. My name is Joanna Mondragon. I worked for an employee benefit administrator for several years, paying claims, handling open enrollments, customer service, premium billing. And a career as an employee benefit plan administrator is an interesting choice with a lot of potential for growth and job security. And I'm going to explain that statement with the following 3 points. 1, there are different kinds of health insurance. 2, benefit plans are regulated by the United States government. And 3, the employee benefits administrator can use their position as a stage, sort of, from which God's values can be promoted. Let me just pause here because the employee benefit plan administrator is a mouthful. So from here I'm going to just say plan administrator. The first and most obvious point I want to make is that not all insurance is the same. Blue Cross and Blue Shield was the first plan to offer coverage against the cost of hospitalization. The idea of employee health insurance came along during World War II when the United States government passed regulations limiting how much employers could raise wages. And as a result of that, they began offering additional benefits like health insurance. Today, plan administrators manage a wide variety of health plans, such as preferred provider organizations, health maintenance organizations, fee-for-service plans, and health savings accounts. And now I'm going to get a little more detailed about the role and the responsibilities of the plan administrator. Employers hire plan administrators to help them get quotes for rates on insurance premiums. And then they will share the cost of the premiums with their employees through payroll deductions. And the annual enrollment time is a set time every year when employees can make selections about their health plan. And then after that, they can only change their coverage at open enrollment or if they have a family status change. The Employee Retirement Income Security Act, also known as ERISA, protects the rights of plan participants and requires that plan administrators follow certain rules of conduct as fiduciaries of the plan. Employees also have the right to obtain information about the plan, and the most important of these is the summary plan description. This contains information about waiting periods before coverage begins, how claims are paid, information about exclusions and limitations, and specifics about how they calculate benefits. And then if the employer changes the plan administrator is required to notify the employees through the form of a revised plan description. If an employer dependent becomes ineligible for coverage, they then have the right under the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, or COBRA, to purchase a continuation of their coverage for a period of time. This information and a lot about ERISA is available on the Department of Labor website, www.dol.gov. Now I'm going to turn to focus on the eternal responsibilities of the plan administrator. We have a duty to honor and glorify God through our work. Scripture says this in Colossians: whatever you do, do your work heartily as for the Lord rather than for men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive your inheritance, the reward of your inheritance, and it is the Lord Christ whom you serve. God values justice. And the plan administrator can promote God's value of justice by fairly and impartially handling claims. God values government as an executor of his righteousness. Laws such as ERISA and COBRA guarantee that the rights of employees and their dependents are going to be protected. God values our compassion for employees and for the sick. As the Apostle Paul wrote to the church in Rome, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what the will of God is, that which is good and acceptable and perfect. Thank you for your attention. We've learned a little about health insurance and the role of plan administrators, and I explained some of the ways that plan administrators can demonstrate God's values. Am I over?
Yeah.
It's 6 minutes now.